Since the time that he pled and got out of custody, has there been any issue with the defendant?
I've had some vandalism going on at my apartment, my vehicle. My apartment got spray painted. Where I used to work at, up the road, it got spray painted as well. I had 2 X's on my vehicle, and at the car wash, there was my name spray painted with 2 X's, and it also said TikTok.
I looked at the video. The guy that had the spray paint was spray painting with his right hand.
So some random guy out there is doing all this and not you. All right, we've got Eric Segrist. Are y'all ready on that? All right, Mr. Lewis, it's a sentencing.
Judge, I guess before, because this one was reset from the previous sentencing was rejected or had us come back. He has told me this morning he's paid Mr. Kimler and wanted to review everything with him prior to things being formalized. I just want to let the court be aware of what it is.
Well, we reset it so that the victim could be here. It's my understanding that she's here today. I'm not inclined to reset it again. I don't know if Mr. Kimler's intended to be here today, but he hasn't filed anything with the court.
Is this in consultation for Thursday? Because
No, we're going forward today. We're going to go forward. So obviously your case has been pending for some time. Mr. Lewis worked out a probation deal for you. I just want, before we go forward with that, I wanted to reset the case so that I could hear from Ms. Munoz with regard to some of those allegations about contact. So this is 25 DCCR 1836. We were previously here. Mr. Segrist entered a plea of guilty to the 2nd-degree felony offense of burglary of a habitation. The agreement was for 10 years in prison that was to be probated for 5 years with a $500 fine, conditions that would go along with that. And we've already been here on sentencing once. You guys both have had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report. Any other additions, corrections to that report?
Not from the state.
Now from the defense judge.
Now, other than the issue with regard to some of that contact allegations, is there any reason not to go forward? Anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, so if you'll get Ms. Munoz, you can question her. Stand right over here. There you go. Right up
No,
here.
right here. Just,
You can just come right
just
here.
stay right here.
Good morning. Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. You can put your hand down. Mr. Smith?
Okay, would you state your name for the record and spell your name for the court?
Perla Gisela Munoz, PERLA GISELA Munoz, MUNOZ.
And you were the victim of the burglary of the habitation that we're here in court for today.
Correct.
Would you describe for the court the relationship that you had with the defendant?
It's my children's mother, ex-boyfriend,
How long were y'all together?
15 years, maybe 14, 15 years.
How long before this did y'all break up?
It's always on and off. It's never really just an on and off thing.
As far as intimate relationship,
Correct.
do you plan on staying with this defendant?
No.
When's the last time you were with this defendant?
The last time I seen him, communicated with him.
Sir, don't talk.
It was on his birthday on December 13th, 2025 was the last time I hung out with him.
And you came to our office and you spoke to me and Ms. Kendrick before this case played. Is that correct?
I don't recall.
You remember coming into the office?
I
and
remember
meeting?
coming in. I don't know if it was before or after. I remember I spoke with y'all.
Okay. And then you remember being contacted by the probation department when they were preparing
Yes.
the report for this case?
Yes.
And since the time that he pled and got out of custody, has there been any issue with the defendant?
I've had some vandalism going on, at my apartment, my vehicle, my apartment got spray painted, and where I used to work at, up the road, it got spray painted as well. With my name.
Okay, so a place that you used to work when he last had contact with you, correct?
Yes,
So the place that you used to work, the apartment that you live in, and your vehicle,
has been vandalized since.
would you describe that vandalism for the court?
So I have like two X's on my apartment right next to my door. I had two X's on my vehicle. And at the car wash, there was my name spray painted with two X's, and it also said TikTok. With a rose or a flower right next to it.
And all that was after you came to the district attorney's office and spoke to
Yeah, it
me
was
and Skidder.
after, yes.
So those marks, were they virtually identical in all three of those places? With the addition of the flower and the TikTok in your name at the place of employment?
Yes.
Your former place?
Yes, they all had the same like two X's symbols on them.
Did you go to that place of employment after those marks were put?
Yes, I went up there because well, one of my coworkers had my phone number and sent me a picture of it. And it was the same spray paint that was spray painted on my vehicle and my car. I
Same
mean, my
color,
vehicle and my apartment.
same color?
Same gold color.
Did you have an opportunity to observe the surveillance video at the car wash?
Yes,
Did you see the person putting those marks at the car wash?
yes, I saw the whole video. They have
And
video everywhere.
do you see the person in the courtroom here today that was doing that damage, at least at the car wash?
Yes.
Who was it? Would you point to him and identify an article of clothing that he's wearing? Here in
The record will
blue shirt.
reflect she's identified the defendant, Mr. Segrist.
Do you, did you have any problems with anything like this before he was released from custody?
No. I didn't have any issues.
And what do you want to happen in this case?
I just want to live my life and just move on. I don't interact or try to, make him upset or anything. I just avoid him with all contacts.
And you have children with you,
Yeah.
so y'all will have to have some kind of contact.
There's other ways to work around that with his sister or his mother. We don't have to have any contact.
So you just are requesting from the court no contact whatsoever with
Yeah, I
the
don't want no
defendant.
contact.
Any questions of the witness? No, you
Just-
don't get to ask questions.
Just briefly,
Go ahead.
you say you saw the surveillance video from the car wash. And now describe for me that was just a painting with your name and the two X's, that's correct?
Spray paint, yes.
Right. Was there any video or surveillance footage to this vandalism to your property?
No. I don't think my camera caught it on time, but I did have neighbors a few doors down that said that they saw him. That was the only people that told me that they saw him.
Okay, so other than a few neighbors, there's no direct evidence that any
No,
potential
we don't have
damage
No
from
evidence of that.
Sasika. That's what.
Anything else?
Nothing, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am. You can go have a seat.
So, sister, whatever she did.
She did.
Can she be excused?
Yeah,
Judge?
sure. Yes, ma'am. All right. Mr. Smith? Thoughts?
Judge, based on his criminal history and the acts after he got out of custody, I'm reluctant to go along with the deal, although the defendant mainly has told me in conversations outside of this, as well as today,
The witness, you mean?
the witness, that she just wants to be free of him and not have any contact whatsoever with you.
Mr. Lewis?
Judge, I think even from the witness there think there's enough vehicles there that any contact that they make would have to have with each other in regards to their children. There are other people that could be, they can step into place of that so they can, they won't have to have any, uh, contact. And I believe, of course, some type of no contact or anything, you know, as a condition of
There's already
probation.
no contact, and we've at least got, I mean, these allegations of the vandalism give me a lot of concern.
Mm.
So, obviously looks like he's on camera on one of them, and it would be highly unlikely that he's on camera with the same color spray paint, painting the same things, and not the one that did the car and the house. That doesn't make any sense. So the fact that he was at her house where he wasn't supposed to be, at a work where he shouldn't have been, and vandalizing those things, is very concerning. And not something that I think is indicative of somebody who wants to have a relationship with his 3 children, because he can't follow the rules while he's waiting on court on a 2nd-degree felony where you go to prison for 2 to 20 years. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So all this, I mean, what good does vandalizing and putting her name out there, what good do you think that's gonna do?
I mean, I've never vandalized any of the stuff. Anything that I've ever done for her was to help her. When
So you're saying that it's not you on camera?
I looked at the video, she sent the video to my sister. The guy that had the spray paint was spray painting with his right hand. And I saw the video and
So some random guy out there is
Like-
doing all this and not you?
there was another guy.
All right, here's what I'm gonna
There's
do.
another guy that went by her apartment.
Stop. Here's what I'm gonna do. Mr. Segrist, I'm gonna follow the agreement, but I am going to order a condition so that we can have hopefully some better thinking processes going on, at some point. So what I'm gonna do, Mr. Segrist, today is find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, follow the agreement and find you guilty of burglary of a habitation. Sentence you to a term of 10 years in prison, but probate that, you'll be on probation for 5. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine, and you're ordered to follow all of the conditions of probation. One of those is that you are going to enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. You will go into custody today. It is a 90-day program. And then when you get out, you'll be on probation, required to follow all of the same rules and conditions, which include having absolutely no contact or communication with Ms. Munoz. And that I'm also going to order, as soon as you're out, that you have to have a GPS monitoring device on at all times. If it's not charged, if it's taken off, I will find out immediately. There will be a warrant for your arrest, and you will be back in here with a motion to revoke and looking at going to prison for that 10 years that you just agreed to. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm going to hand you trial court certification. Shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term. If you have questions, talk to Mr. Lewis about that. And if you have any questions about how long it lasts or what the rules are, you can talk to him. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. Ms. Kirkwood, in cause number 25 DCCR 0190, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle from January 8th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Speak up, please. Yes. And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes? Yes. Do you fully understand them? Yes. And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? Yes. And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 4-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Yes. Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number one.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Kirkwood is not
No,
competent?
Your Honor.
Any history or any reason not to waive that pre-sentence report since it's in state jail? All right, then, Ms. Kirkwood, I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent, understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow that agreement you made and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 4 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of that probation period, if you successfully complete it, the case is actually dismissed and you'll never have a felony conviction. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of your probation, you could be brought back into court, found guilty. So you would have the felony conviction and you could be sent to the state jail for up to 2 years. Do you understand? I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed. And so you've waived your right to appeal. Also, Ms. Kirkwood, especially on a state jail felony, if you do everything you're supposed to up front on that probation, get some community service hours done, make sure your fees are all paid up, there's no reason for you not to get off early. So it'll be up to you. You have to do it all right, but there's no reason for you to even have to do that whole 4 years if you get everything taken care of early, okay? You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. She's at that desk right over there. So listen for her to call your name, okay? Good luck to you, ma'am.
Take that.
And let's see, Ms. Holmes, you've got Aaron Riley. Good morning, sir. Are you Jaden Chandler?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 25 DCCR 1481. Mr. Chandler is charged with engaging in organized criminal activity. Mr. Burbank?
Your Honor, we have a plea agreement, which we were going to accept. But when my client showed up today, I would like it reset a week, please, so that he may come up back in front of this court. Maybe a little more appropriate addressed.
Why would you show up like that?
Well, he is working 7 days a week, 14 hours a day, trying to get his life back together again.
I mean, he's here now in front of me. Y'all don't want to just do the paperwork?
Would you want to do that? I mean, I don't want to. I can, and then set it for PSI maybe.
Where are you working?
XL Pro Construction, or it's Panther Construction, but it's a staffing company called XL Pro. It's out there by the landfill.
He's had a operation on his hand. He almost lost his hand. It's up to you, Judge, what you want.
No, I mean, if y'all have an agreement, I mean, he's already in front of me, so you might as well
Okay.
get it taken care of today. We
We
can
can
get
reset
this
it.
started. I'll hold it.
Take care of it.
Okay.
Cool. We'll back it up. Yes.
Doesn't matter if you're going to do something in court or not, but anywhere you're going, you need to pay attention to what's on your clothes.
I got you.
You understand? Will he waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Well, Your Honor.
Mr. Chandler, in cause number 25 DCCR 1481, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of engaging in organized criminal activity from September 28th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Burbank?
Yes.
Do you fully understand that?
Yes.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes.
State tenders number 1.
No objection, States.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Chandler is not competent?
Oh, yeah.
There's no prior criminal history, Your Honor.
There's not. I
Not that I see.
was just trying to look at what the
He and a group of friends were driving around shooting people, paintball guns. Your Honor.
handguns. So I want to get all those names. Let's see.
Got it.
I've got them right here.
Okay.
So any reason then not to waive the pre-sentence report?
Nothing, State Judge.
Um. All right, did I already tender, did we already admit, state tenders number one? It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Chandler is not competent?
No,
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 5 years.
Yeah.
You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. That includes having absolutely no contact and no communication with Jason Weinberg, Aiden Dickinson, and Corbin Rayleigh.
Yes.
That obviously means in person, you can't hang out with them, but that also means you can't Snapchat them, DM them, send messages, whatever it is, no contact, no communication. You understand? If you do everything that you're supposed to on this probation, this is an excellent opportunity because you don't have a felony conviction on your record. You're young, having a felony conviction would be a very negative thing for you and for anybody on their record. So if you successfully complete the probation, the case is actually dismissed at the end.
Yes.
The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, so you become a convicted felon and sent to the state jail prison for up to 2 years. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Right.
All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork.
Yes.
Good luck to you, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.